Guys, this is gonna be a video that I've been actually someone requested like an hour ago at least. It's the DX shoot. I think Team Rai. He's the one who left a comment on my channel saying, well, asking if I could do a shoot on DX. And when I saw that, I was like, boring. I could have done that, months ago, and it would have gotten like a lot of attention. It's one subject I think a lot of people don't do too much on because no one seems to have a problem with DX. But I thought, it would be a good thing to talk about what they were once and what they are now. And this is another webcam video if you guys didn't figure that out already. My dad went away on a trip and he took the camera with him, so I'm going to have to be doing videos on this for at least a week, which isn't a big deal. I do like one video a week anyway, so anything I'm going to do within the next week is going to be on webcam. So yeah. Start off by saying that DX, in my opinion, is one group that really revolutionized the WWF in the Attitude Era. When you think of major figures during that time, you had The Rock, Austin, Undertaker, and DX. Those four pretty much figures, you can say, revolutionized a whole era in wrestling. And when you look back, you think of The Rock's promos, Austin's badass attitude, and DX just raising hell left and right. And I think that was, you hear in all the interviews, Triple H says, like, the stuff we did in the ring was what we did backstage, and people just, they said, why don't you do that in the ring? I'm sure it'll bring ratings, I'm sure it'll bring fans in, and that's what exactly happened. And when you do that, it just brought in so much fans. DX became so popular. They came in as a heel group, but their fan base grew higher and higher, and pretty much they're the most over group, and they bring in more guys to put them over, such as New Age Outlaws, X-Pac, and then that was pretty much the original DX was, of course, Chyna, Rick Rude, Shawn, and Triple H. And then you kind of had the new DX after Shawn left, the New Age Outlaws, X-Pac, and Triple H. And even to today, if you watch TNA, I think it was maybe 06 or 07, where BG James and Kip James made the Voodoo Kin Mafia, and it was pretty much them saying that, why is Vince bringing back DX, and we pretty much put it on the map. And they do have a point, Vince is bringing back the stuff from the past because he knows it brings in ratings, he knows it brings in fans, but it's all business to him. And so you can't really blame the guy. Also, the fact that, Shawn Michaels is the whole born-again Christian thing. He can't do the things he once did. And I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about with the whole PG-13 thing, of course, too. But if you guys did see the stuff Shawn used to do when he was a heel, and I'd say '97 with Bret, and it's mostly his feud with Bret Hart, and like the whole Hart Foundation versus DX. HBK did so much stuff to, piss off people, make networks mad, make Vince mad backstage. And it was one of those things that when he did things, as a fan and as an employee in backstage, I think the stuff he did really kept you on the edge of your seat, and it kind of made you think like, oh, is he actually allowed to do that? Such as an example being when he came to Canada. My ringtone sick. When he came to Canada, he had the Canadian flag, and he was, rubbing it on his crotch, and then he puts it in his nose, and then gives it the whole suck it thing, and just stuff like that. It does raise eyebrows for sure. And the whole when Shawn and Triple H had the strip poker thing in the middle of the ring, and when they had the sausage thing, the big sausage, they had a barbecue in the middle of the ring. They had or was it Triple H or someone? But they had like a wiener like this side, and they had like a massive sausage, like huge, and it was pretty much symbolizing the size of their cocks. So that was the old DX. That was a DX that can't be reborn again, because just the time has moved on, and times have changed in wrestling. It's not what it used to be. You got a new fan base, you got a new demographic, and half of them can't even more understand the stuff DX did back then because it was so controversial, and you really have to, I'd say, be about 16, 17 to really understand what they used to do at that time. And DX 2006, when they got reunited for the first time against pretty much the Spirit Squad, is all they really feuded with, and Rated RKO and McMahon's. that was, it was okay. It was fun to see them back together. It's been a really almost 10 years since they were together. And it was one of those things that you were happy that they were back, but you knew it couldn't last as long as it wouldn't be a long time thing. And Triple H got injured, so that was pretty much the end of it there. And then they always tease that they would come back. They have one match here and there. But now you got DX Born Again, which is kind of, I'd say, a desperation thing because they don't know what else to do with Triple H. And I know it's to put Legacy over, but I think they should, have new ideas instead of just bringing in DX, putting him over. One, making him look bad. I know Legacy's looked pretty strong the very first night DX came back, but they got squashed at SummerSlam, which was kind of predictable. I think that Legacy should have won, and just to have the feud going longer and longer. So yeah, I think the whole bringing back DX, it's fun to watch. I'm not hating on DX. Like, I'm a big fan, of course, but I just think that you should let the past be the past, move on, let Shawn and Triple H do their own thing. But which is gonna bring me to my next point. Triple H, he's been a face for how long? 2006, 7, 8, 9, 3 years now. That's his longest face reign ever in his whole career. And I think that his heel turn is going to come very soon. I think it could even come at breaking point, to tell you the truth. This isn't confirmed yet. This is just my opinion, so I don't know if you guys are going to take this as a spoiler, so don't say anything. But Triple H, he's been a face for 3 years. He's beaten everybody. He's lost everybody. He's feuded with everybody. So what is there really left for him to do? He's just gonna, pretty much feud with the same Orton, maybe John Cena a little bit, but I think this is the way that they're gonna make Triple H go heel. I don't know when it's gonna happen. It could happen at Breaking Point. It could happen a little bit after, but it will happen. I think they'll have Triple H turn on Shawn Michaels, and that's how they'll feud again. And hold on a second.
Call from private caller.
And they're pretty much gonna feud like that, I think, because what else is Shawn Michaels gonna do instead of feud with Undertaker again? He could just jump into a feud with Triple H. It'll make Triple H go over huge as a heel because pretty much once you turn on Shawn Michaels, you're gonna be automatic heel. Shawn Michaels is one of those guys that the crowd will be behind you no matter who you are. Like, if you're a face or heel, like the Hulk Hogan Shawn Michaels feud, a major part of the fan base that Michaels was supposed to be, against him, were all for him. Because Shawn Michaels is such an icon in the business, people respect him, and having Triple H turn on him is just a perfect way for Triple H to become heel. And of course you're rehashing another old feud, but it's just, I guess, something that you haven't seen in a while. And that's pretty much it. I think it will happen sooner or later. And yeah, that's my DX shoot. So leave your thoughts on DX. I know a lot of you, I don't know if it's gonna be hating on anybody. I don't know. But anyways, not Kurt Angle. I don't say Kurt Angle. But yeah, I was just watching Impact and I looked through my thing. I'm like, why not do a DX shoot right now? Yeah. So what else can I talk about? The marketing thing. Yeah, if you guys haven't noticed, right when the DX shirt came out, it was like #1 selling on www.shop.com, so you can't argue the fact that they sell merchandise. They are the head of the company, as you guys can see from the SummerSlam entrance. So I heard it costs about like $150,000 just for that one entrance. So you're the face of the company when, you have this stuff happening to you. So yeah, DX, I think it's a good thing, but it's a little played out now, and they should just go their separate ways, be singles competitors. Triple H should be a heel. Shawn Michaels should be a face. Maybe feud a little bit. And that's it. So I'll see you guys whenever I see you.